Apecoin's price prediction and technical analysis. We'll take a quick look at CoinMarketCap, but if you stay tuned to the end of the video, we'll do a deep dive on DEX tools. But first, welcome back. Moneybags Rico here, bringing you financial awareness to a crypto space that is changing on the hour, every hour. With that being said out the way, be sure to smash the like button. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure that bell notification is lit up. We got 76% up in volume. That's important for those scalpers, for those traders, right? Of course, none of this is financial advice. I'm also going to get everybody up to date on what is Apecoin, and then we'll do that deep dive. Apecoin is a ERC20 governance and utility token used within the Ape ecosystem to empower and incentivize a decentralized community building at the forefront of Web3. Apecoin holders govern themselves via the decentralized governance framework controlling the Apecoin DAO and vote on how the Apecoin DAO ecosystem fund should be used. The Ape Foundation administers proposals agreed upon by Apecoin holders. So this is a completely decentralized organization right here. This is for you guys, basically, you know, this is a community driven. So now we're going to take a look. And before we do that, I forgot to take these off just so you guys know. So it doesn't look too cluttered right here. Let's go ahead and go to settings. You hit this checkerboard and just pick this color right here. Because for those who are setting up support and resistance like I am on this channel, you're going to want this as clean as it can be. So let's go ahead and make this chart a lot bigger now and zoom in on what we got going on right here. So we got our zero threshold, right? This is something that we're speaking about a lot on this channel right now. I'm getting everybody more accustomed to, you know, I'm noticing how people like to trade, right? We got more swing traders and more people holding long term. If you're a scalper and want to gap and go, let me know down in the comments. Let me know, a matter of fact, what type of trader you are down below in the comments. And we'll make a video just specifically for that type of trading, okay? But right now we have this zero threshold. We have the setup threshold, the breakout, and the all-time high, which actually was at $28, okay? But the zero threshold, we're going to mark this up right quick with some upward arrows, right? We got that support right there. Support again. Followed by this red candle right here. That's our first higher low. Okay? Also, make sure your candles are set up on the Heiken Ashi candles. If not, it's going to look like this. A lot of clutter going on, right? So make sure them Heiken Ashi candles, if that's how you pronounce it, are set up like so. Okay, let's move this chart over. We got our first higher low right here. We're marching up. Well, I'm going to continue to stress this on this channel where it's going to look like this. It's going to go up, back down, and up again. And why is that? Again, once again, the support, the prior support right here. History repeats itself. What goes up must come down. What goes down must go up. What is just showing up is just leaving, and what just left is now showing up. Okay, it just continues to happen. It's a big number 8 sign happening, the infinity sign, over and over and over. And once you get the rhythm of it, you'll learn to catch it right at the right time. So we got the MACD completely oversold, blue line peeling away, right? We have prior supports that will become future resistance, right? And that's what we're going to have right now. What happens is, now that this is a resistance, it has to become a support for traditional traders to say, okay, we're safe right here. If it goes up and doesn't make a support, come back down, they're going to load their bags up on the zero threshold. That's where I would load up. Not financial advice. Do your own due diligence on this. And if you guys need help and need some tips and tricks, let me know down in the comments, and maybe we can set something up where I can break it down a little bit better for you. Okay, I really want you guys to learn. And right now, during this type of market, it's the best time to kind of learn. Everything's really at the low points on the markets. So we have a great opportunity where a lot of things are on these zero thresholds, where we're seeing a break up to the top, where we'll need a support right here. That'll be the setup where most traders will be like, okay, we just made a support right here. This is most likely going to march at least, to the very least, from the $5 range all the way up to $10. That's a good range right there. So the minute it goes up, back down, and makes a support, and we get some green candles indicating that that was a higher low, and we start marching up, traditional traders are going to take a position and know that we can go from the $5 range all the way to $10.50. That's a good trade right there, okay? Followed by the breakout happening at this right over $10 mark, okay? And most likely this mark right here, this breakout mark, is going to be set a little lower, and it's going to be set more on that psychological barrier, that $10 mark, okay? That's where that breakout's really going to happen, or that psychological barrier is going to happen, and that breakout's going to follow through right here. So let's just adjust this a little bit, because that's just how it is. The $1, $1.50, $2 marks, those are psychological barriers, whatever it might be, $10, $15, $20, and so forth. Okay, so we have that psychological barrier that once we break out from here, we'll have the same type of push upward. And how is that possible? Well, history repeats itself right here. We have prior supports where this was the area that we was in before when we held this line and then we rocked up to those all-time highs that were actually $28, okay? So we're looking pretty good. If we layer this chart down to the 12-hour with all that volume coming in, it's looking pretty good. And right now, it's looking like we're having a little bit of trouble. Obviously, the markets are not as prestigious as we want them to be. But considering how oversold this was, and Apecoin is not going nowhere, this peeling up, I can see this just trying to shake some people up. Maybe sideways trade right here, but once the momentum picks back up, that's why traditional traders are going to want to see a break above this to be sure, and that support right there for them to say, okay, now we're making higher lows. I'm going to take a trade right here because from $5 to $10, that's a good trade, and so forth. From $10 all the way to $28, that's a really good trade. So I want you guys to smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you got any questions and need some tips and tricks, do not be afraid to ask me down in the comments or my Telegram or on my Twitter. It's whatever. I'll help you guys out. I want you guys to learn how to do this, okay? Continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later.